Get ready. I want to tell you about a story about an 8-year-old boy who was asleep during the middle of the night. His house had caught on fire, and the flames were licking at his door. He woke up in a panic, choking and coughing from the smoke. He got to his window. He pulled up the window. He started shouting for help. There was a man that was passing by that heard the shouts of the little boy. And he began to climb up the house on the rain cutter. And as he began to climb up, his hands were severely burned because it was so hot. He pulled the boy down to safety, but his hands had been so severely burned that the doctors didn't know if even he would have nerve functioning there again. That 8-year-old boy lost his whole family in the fire. But he was a good little boy. And the judge was trying to see who would take this boy for their own. He wanted to know who would adopt the little boy. And because he was such a good kid, a lot of people lined up to take him. Doctors and lawyers and teachers and even a minister. They all wanted this boy. So when adoption day came, the judge stood before the boy and he was going to let the boy make the decision. And the little boy looked around the room, deciding who he would choose. At the last minute, a man walked inside of the courthouse. He wasn't like the rest of them. He didn't have a lot of money. He didn't have a lot of education, but he was a good man. And he came in and he wanted to adopt the boy as well. The boy looked around at all of them and he said, "Oh, y'all show me your hands. Show me your hands." They all opened up their hands. And he saw the hand of that last man that walked in, that mechanic, and how burned that they still were, and how they had been so tormented by the fire as the man that attempted to save his life. And the boy said, "I choose him. Out of everything that you could choose in this world, out of everything that you thought could save you, that could provide you with enough pleasure to be satisfied in your flesh, God said, who will ask to see my hands? Who will look at the price that I paid and choose me? Choose ye this day who you will serve. Who will take the lamb? The lamb that's been slaughtered. Who will take the lamb? The lamb that was pierced. Who will take the lamb? There's a crown of thorns on his head. Who will choose the lamb? Out of all the choices that you've ever made in your life, will today be the day that you choose Christ? Will today be the day that you heed the warning of the Lord? Will today be the day that you trust God to cover you in his blood? That you believe God enough to obey him? Who will ask to see his hands? This altar is open. It's open for the altar workers too. It's open for everybody. This is a time. This message has not just been for this church. This message is for everybody that will be listening via television and DVD and CD. This message is a warning to America. And even if you don't need anybody to intercede on your behalf, you need to cry out for America. You need to pray God's mercy. You need to pray that the Lord withhold his hand of judgment until America gets herself together. This is a moment of intercession. If you don't need prayer for you, then you pray for this country. Because the judgment that is coming, the Lord said it will be grievous. Who's going to stand in the gap? Who will fill this altar on behalf of the generations that are going to suffer for the sins of their fathers? For the sins of the lawmakers, for the sins of the Congress and the government.